tell us your side of that story? What happened there?
I mean, in reality, it doesn't matter what happened there. I was in the wrong. That man deserved to enjoy his time in the pub without having it to end the way it did. And although 5 months ago it was, and I tried to make amends, and I made amends back then, it's still, the fans don't even, that does not even matter. I was in the wrong. I must come here before you and take accountability and take responsibility, and I owe it to the people that have been supporting me. I owe it to my mother, my father, my family. I owe it to the people who trained me in martial arts. That's not who I am. That's not the reason. That's not the reason why I got into martial arts or studying combat sport. The reason I got into it was to defend against that type of scenario. So to see that, and although months ago, when I have been making steps and continually making steps to do better and be better, to see it, it's like a dagger into my heart as a young martial artist. So I'm just here to own up to that and move on and carry on and face what's coming with it.
The video is a little grainy. Did you in fact punch that man?
Look, in respect to the whole entire situation, we'll let it play out with what happens with what happens with it. So
okay,
what happened was a little hazy for me also, and it was many months ago, like I said, and I have been making amends to make it not happen again, and to be better, to be a better father, to be a better human, to be a better role model to these kids. I know a lot of kids are looking up to me, and sometimes it kind of takes me back, but I have to realise that that's not the attitude or the behaviour of a leader, of a martial artist, of a champion. So I must get my head screwed on and just get back in the game and fight for redemption, retribution, respect, the things that made me the man I am, and that's what I will do.
Could I ask what sparked that incident? I mean, we see the video, we don't hear anything. Could you tell us your side of the story from what you recall?
Again, look, what could I say? It does not matter. There's no answer to what was done. I was completely in the wrong, so there's no need to even discuss what began it, what was going on outside, inside, any of that. I was completely in the wrong. It was unacceptable behaviour, and I accept that. And like I said, I've made amends, and I'm continuing to make amends, and I will continue to do so.
And so right now with that situation, as you mentioned, this happened back in April, but the video gets released last week. Where do things stand with it right now?
I mean, look, it got released the day after my daughter's christening, so we had such a great time with my family, and then, you know, I just have to wait and see what happens, and whatever comes my way, I will face it. Whatever comes my way, I deserve it, you know? So I will face this head on. I will not hide from it. I was in the wrong. It was completely unacceptable behaviour for a man in my position. What happens, I will face.
Conor, since this video came out, as you probably know, you have been criticized heavily from the fans to UFC President Dana White, fellow fighters. What is it like for you to read this, to hear this stuff? Because it does seem like some of these people who were so loyal to you for so many years are starting to turn on you a little bit, that they're starting to lose patience after seeing all these incidents. What is that like for you to read that stuff and hear that stuff?
Well, as far as like my fellow colleagues, I deserve to be called out on it. I deserve to be called out on that behaviour. It's just unacceptable. There's no excuse to it. I deserve everything that comes my way with it. So, and as far as like the fans and seeing the fans disappointed in me, that hurts me so much, because I am a fan. Everything I've done is for the fans. I'm a fan, favourite fighter. My whole entire career has been based for the fans, like never pulling out, never turning down weights, sport, rules, anything. I always done it all to light the game up for the fans and to create fanfare, and to see them disappointed in me, it hurts me to my soul more than you'll ever know. So, like I said, retribution, redemption, respect, I will come and I will regain all of those.
This incident happened just a few weeks after that incident in Miami where the fan tried to take a photo of you and you knocked out the phone out of his hands. And so I'm wondering, do you believe that you have an anger problem? Is this something that you need to fix?
You know, That was another situation a long time ago. I seem to be getting into great spaces and great like in that Miami trip. I was preparing for battle. I brought my mother out. It was her 60th birthday. I brought the whole family out. We went out, and then a situation arose. I need to just stop reacting to the bait. I got to ask, like, people are trying to bait me into things. Am I the fish or am I the whale? I must be calm. I must be zen. I must lead by example. There's so many people looking up to me. How can I react in this way? I need to get a hold of this, and like I said, I'm working very hard to do this, and I'm taking the necessary steps, and I have been on a great trajectory. And even before the Miami incident, I was on a great trajectory, and then I had a little slip, and then I back up, and I'm just trying my hardest, Ariel. I swear on my life, I'm trying my hardest, and it's been what, 5 months since that one. And that's it. I just have to take what comes and move on. Could you learn from every single experience in my life and try and do right for the people that want me to do right? I know you, Ariel, you want me to do right. My mother wants me to do right. My mother wants me to do right. My father, my fans, the people that I want to give them a reason to back me, but how can they back certain situations? So I must understand that and grow as a man and make amends.
Could you tell us your side of that story? In Miami, we haven't heard you talk about it, and where do things stand now as far as that incident is concerned?
That incident has been completely handled. The fan, if you want to call, you know, it does not matter what the person says or how the situation arose. It does not matter. I was in the wrong, and that's handled and in the past. And I'm happy now to keep moving forward and keep striving forward and focus on the positive. Like, if you ask me about Miami and the heckler in Miami, I would rather focus on the occasion with my family. That was an unforgettable moment to bring my mother out for her 60th birthday. You know, I'm trying to focus on all the good in my life and recognize that I do make mistakes and learn from them, not to make them again, but still focus on the good and please, Lord, allow more of it to happen for me.
I'm telling the BBC, I'll fuck the BBC, they're all faggots anyway. Get McGregor up, go on out. Get McGregor up.
Well, he's on, man.
For him. Hungry, tell McGregor I'm hungry. Hey McGregor, millions, hey lad, you think you're a cage fighter? I'll fucking bat you. Look at the size of them mitts, McGregor. I'll put you a kip, Conor McGregor a kip. Age 50, come and get it, McGregor, you fucking shit out. You're a shit out.
Do a little combo for him. Do a combo for him.
Any fucking cage, McGregor.
Let's see some kicks.
Put you a kip. A kip. Got that, you cunt. Age 50, give us some of your money. Money takes all, McGregor. Put your money down, I'll fucking batter you. No roast dinner in 4 years, yeah. Have you got that, McGregor? Living on sausage rolls. I'll batter you, Conor. I'll batter you, McGregor.
Let's go into